Hi everyone, welcome to our latest video. Really pleased to be able to show you this afternoon this rather stunning Honda CBR 600RR. This particular model is the RA, so named because of the factory fit combined ABS. And as you can see, she's a 2013 plate, and this bike's covered 9,100 miles or just under, with a full main dealer service history, 3 stamps in the book, all main dealers, and of course she's just undergone the obligatory intermediate service by ourselves as well. I think you'll agree that that is one stunning looking machine, particularly in the red, white and blue of the Honda HRC colours. Pretty unmistakable, and I think widely recognised as probably one of the nicest paint schemes or decal schemes on the market today. Really classy and typical of Honda. Really lovely thick paint as well. Certainly the best screwed together of all the middleweight supersport bikes. And I don't think that's just our opinion. I think that's probably widely recognised as fact. So as I say, she's a 9,100 mile bike with a full service history, and is largely standard, other than the fitment of a Leo Vince exhaust silencer, which sounds absolutely delicious. It's a lovely looking thing as well, really nicely made. And you can see we have got a baffle in it at the moment, but I think most people would probably be happy with the sound it makes, certainly for the road. And as I say, other than that, she's standard. So certainly I think it's fair to say that the other supersport bikes, you know, they do beat the CBR 600RR on outright brake horsepower, but that's never been Honda's intention, to win the bragging rights when it comes to power. But if you read the MCN review, an extremely flattering 5-star review, talking about the rear suspension feeling as sort of plush and agile as in their words, pucker race kit. And we've also got the benefit on the front of these Showa BPFs, big piston forks, which of course are fully adjustable. And again, just such a simple thing, but I just love those blue anodized fork tops and adjusters. Even down to the Honda badge, you know, as opposed to some of the other manufacturers that just put a sticker on. It really does exude quality, this bike. So I'll do some close-ups for you. Most of you by now will know our standards if you haven't already seen our Facebook page and website. We do like a nice bike, and this is no exception. There is the odd blemish, there is the odd stone chip, as you might be able to make out on the leading edge of the fairing, and whilst, as most of you will know, that doesn't sit particularly well with us, we have to be realistic that stone chips are the sort of thing that can happen to any bike straight out of the showroom. And again on the leading edge of the right hand fairing, but certainly nothing that detracts from the overall look of the bike. And of course this is although it's a 13 plate, this is the latest and indeed the last shape stroke model of the CBR 600RR. This bike's actually now been discontinued, which I think is a real shame, but something to do with the emissions, EU4 emissions regulations. But nonetheless, it doesn't stop it being an absolutely awesome bike. And I think again MCN described the handling as sort of, you know, sublime, both straight line and mid corner stability are absolutely unrivaled, even if it does give away a few brake horsepower to its competitors. So as you can see, if you do some close-ups, absolutely unmarked engine casings, swing arm, and these absolutely lovely 12-spoke wheels, which again, compared to, for example, a Suzuki, I mean, you know, the paintwork on the wheels is better than some that you find on some bodywork. So there we've got the reservoir for the rear shock, and then we've got lots of the ABS gubbins under there as well. And as you can see, again, no marks on the swing arm or anything of that nature. So what we're looking at here is a bike it's been used, but has also been well cared for. And as you can see on the front there, as part of the combined ABS system, we've got Tokico 4-pot radial mounted brake calipers. And basically the combined ABS works in the conventional braking works where it'll actually apply a small amount of rear brake even when just the front brake lever is being used, and I think that's one of the things that probably helps the stability of the bike tipping into a corner. But also the ABS works in what most of us would consider a more conventional way, in as much as it stops the front and rear wheels locking under heavy braking or on more slippery surfaces. So I appreciate that ABS isn't for everyone, but I think the general rule of thumb for a road bike is it's now becoming a must-have, and certainly for the majority of people, you know, a very warranted safety addition. Okay, I'll start her up for you so you can hear the Leo Vince exhaust. You'll see the instrument panel go through its self-check and just confirm the mileage at 9087. You'll see the ABS light there as well, and that'll actually remain indicated even after the engine started. Basically, as soon as we get to 4 or 5 miles an hour and a signal from both the wheel speed sensors, that ABS light will cease to be illuminated. Give her a blip for you so you can hear the exhaust. You'll be pleased to know that we've already warmed the bike up in advance of this. Lovely sounding exhaust, and as I say, that's with the baffle in, so there is the option to make it a little bit louder, but I think for most people, for a road bike, that's more than sufficient. So there you have it. That's our Honda CBR 600RR CABS, combined ABS, 2013 on a 13 plate. She's covered just under 9,100 miles. 3 main dealer services and an intermediate service just carried out by ourselves, and this bike's available at 6195. I hope you enjoyed the video.